Hi guys, welcome. So now comes the point that how are you going to build rapport with your students? And that is really important again because they are adult learners. So building rapport with them because you can't control them without building a rapport with them, without understanding them, without making them feel comfortable. You won't be able to teach them. So building rapport with students in business English course is essential for creating a positive and effective learning environment. So how can you exactly do that? What are the steps that you can take in regards to that? Be approachable and friendly. You should be approachable. They should not feel like they're talking to a trainer. Of course, a respect should always be maintained, but you should always be approachable so that they're not feeling hesitant in asking you any question, or they're not feeling like they're making a mistake and they're being judged basis on that. And you're always available in the sense that they can ask you any doubts if they have. So greet students warmly in the beginning of each class, smile. Okay, maintaining that non-verbal communication helps a lot. Use students' name. Using students' name personally, I felt make them feel really important. That you pay a lot of attention to your students and you know their name. So it makes them feel really good. Active listening. Pay close attention to what students say in the class, and you can correct them also, even when they're talking amongst each other. Show empathy and understanding when they express concerns or difficulties. Ask follow-up questions to demonstrate your interest in their thought. Okay. So they said something, and you know, they can clearly figure out that you're just listening it for the sake of listening. If you'll put your insights to it, if you will counter question, if you'll show some interest, you will ask certain questions in regards to that, they'll be able to understand that you're actually taking interest in their problems, in their issues, in whatever concerns that they have, any difficulty that they are facing in learning a particular topic. Okay, you can also learn about their interest and goals. Where exactly would they want to reach? You can show them path to reach there. You can help them as much as you can with certain extra knowledge if you have. Why not? If somebody wants to be a manager one day or senior manager or VP, whatever, every person can have a different aspiration. Okay. So at this level, when they are business professionals, you can show interest in their career, in whatever they want to achieve, and you can guide them. Okay, it really creates a very good rapport. Engage in small talks. So small talks again should not get personal. At times we just there's very thin line between being personal and creating those small talks when it can be absolutely professional and respectful at the same time. So start class with a few minutes of informal conversation. Informal doesn't mean personal again. Informal means which is not related to course, not just study things all the time. What have you done? How was your day? How is the work going on? Okay. And if it was after a weekend, what have you done on the weekend? And the more you talk, small talks also give you opportunity to figure out faults in them. So discuss current events. If something has happened, probably a match, probably any movie that just got released. Okay, if you know the movie that is just been released, if the actor is someone's favorite or not, if you like that actor or not, all of these conversations, anything probably that's happening in politics, any such current events, if they are worth talking, of course. Use inclusive language. Encourage all students to participate in the class discussion. Not that there are few students who just keep sitting at the back, thinking that just somehow this class should get over. So please encourage them to participate in every discussion. Avoid favoritism and treat each student equally. Although I understand it just happen at times when there are few students who are actually good, they become our favorite, but then ideally it should not happen because then the rest of the students do not feel good. So we need to treat them equally, but at times we are human, it may happen, okay? Positive constructive feedback. So this I think we have discussed before also in the previous videos. Constructive feedback simply means that they are actionable. You're not just finding out faults in them, you're also giving them action plans to correct it. That is constructive feedback. Acknowledge their progress and efforts. Okay, so feedback is always, it should begin with a positive note that I acknowledge your progress and efforts. You're putting in a lot of efforts. I can really see a significant progress, but here are some improvement areas, and these are the actions that you can take. And that this just gives them encouragement to do something good further. Be available for questions and support. Okay. So this comes the same point, be approachable. Whatever questions that they have, even if you don't know, at times you may not know the answer, if that's related to business specifically, then please, you can still let them know that we can talk about it tomorrow, just give me a little time, I'll come back on this. But respond to them. If they are emailing you something, messaging you something, you should be available to address their concern. Create a collaborative classroom environment, not that everybody's just sitting separately, nobody's interacting with each other. Foster a sense of community and collaboration. They can be from different cultures, they can be from different department in the same organization, they may not know each other, so they're not talking. So you need to create that collaboration in order to create that classroom environment, good and positive for yourself as well to teach. If nobody's talking to nobody, it will be difficult and very bothering for you also. Use group activities to create that collaboration. Okay. Adapt to different learning styles. Recognize that each student is different. There are few students who are very good with theory. If you will give them a lot of theory, they will learn it. They will feel amazing with that. If you will give, there are few students who will learn with pictures. There are few students who will learn with audios. Then there are few students probably they need a video, a good storytelling, a good background, and they also need to know how are they going to actually utilize this knowledge in their real time scenario. So you need to see that in your classroom, what kinds of students are there, and accordingly you need to keep on changing your learning and teaching style. Okay, be flexible in your teaching methods to accommodate all of this diversified need of learning of these students. Okay, share personal experiences. Now this is really important, and this also, it creates such a good connection between you and students when you share your personal experience. At times, even if it is not relevant to the topic, relevant to something, it's just that, anytime, because you're also carrying a lot of experience with you of life, of teaching, of working at certain place, your studies or whatever. Share, certain experiences of yours. At once in one of the class, this happened, this was one of your best experience, your professional experience, how have you reached this far, what is it that you always wanted to become, how did you opt to opt for this profession, how do you feel, how challenging it is. Okay, so this can make you more relatable. So with them, they will feel very comfortable with you. Okay, show empathy, understand that learning a new language can be challenging. So probably you may find, if in case, at times this may also happen that they are completely non-native students, non-native as in they don't know English at all, they're from different culture. So these kind of students feel a little less about them, that they don't know a particular language, and it can be really difficult for them to grab another language. Be patient with them. Okay. And empathy doesn't mean that, I hope you understand empathy and sympathy are two different words, but then you need to be empathetic with them, that whatever difficulties they are facing, they're not the only one. It's just a very normal thing. Celebrate achievements, even if a very small achievements, small milestones. Probably somebody has given a very good speech. Okay, somebody has written a very good report. Celebrate all of those achievements. These are small achievements that, yes, so that they know that, yes, actually they are doing something good. So celebration helps. Okay, use technology wisely. Utilize communication tools such as email, discussion boards, messaging apps, or stay connected with students and provide additional resources. So your learning, a lot of time doesn't should not ideally limit to only the classroom. Okay, when my teacher used to teach me business English, it used to be like she used to create a group among students, and then she used to share a lot of other videos which she might have found useful with her. Anytime and every time, she was going somewhere or she was finding something useful that may help us, okay, to do a thing better, to learn something better, she was always sharing it. She was encouraging good healthy discussion amongst, in the group. So you can also try. Technology is really vast nowadays, and you can use it wisely. Okay, seek feedback. Seek feedback. Your job is not only to give feedback, but to take feedback also from students. Not officially as in exactly a feedback, but you can always keep asking if they are able to understand you, if whatever you're teaching is making sense to them, like they're really enjoying it. Do they want to add on something to it? Would they really want to improvise something to it? So act on constructive feedback, okay, to improvise the course. And then, of course, you need to maintain professionalism. While building rapport, maintain a professional boundary. This is where a lot of teachers lack when they create, um, you know, a rapport, when they're building it, keeping in mind that they need to teach and they need to be familiar with these students. A kind of students at times forget, and at times teacher as well. It happens that that professional boundary which should be there is not there, and which is not healthy. Avoid sharing personal information which is not relevant to the course. Okay, personal information as in not your contact number, but something in regards to your personal life. As I said, that building a rapport or being empathetic with somebody or being friendly with somebody doesn't mean that you have to necessarily share your personal life with them. Okay, so just you need to be careful about this. Maintain professionalism at every cost. Okay, so this is something we've already discussed. Be approachable, encourage group work, and stay after class. Stay after class may not be necessary. Stay after class in some cases when you really think that students still need some time. Otherwise, it's just really not needed, to be honest. Okay. All right. And then creating a positive classroom environment is also about building a rapport, creating a positive environment. How you can create positive environment in the class? Add decorations. Uh, Positive environment, decoration, not in the sense they're not kids, but you can use flow charts, okay, some sort of quotations or some sort of phrases related to business which are always in front of their eyes. Play icebreaker games, okay. Icebreaker games will help you at times to break the monotony of the class. When they keep studying, it just gets very monotonous. At times you'll find suddenly there is this awkward silence in the class and nobody's actually studying. They're just sitting and somehow waiting for the class to be over. And that is the time when you can just start some icebreaker games. If not games, then any generic question which anybody can be a part of. That can also be a good icebreaker. Okay, anything for that matter, discussing movies also helps, wherein everybody is feeling comfortable and they're out of that monotony. You know why? Because they are, anyways, again, the point is that they are adult learners. At times, they really feel monotonous and not so engaging in the class. Provide snacks and drinks. Yes, snacks and drinks simply means they're a little treat. I mean, giving them proper break is going to help them. Okay. So you are obviously not going to do it personally, but offering them, as in giving them proper break timely, also is going to uh, create a very positive environment. They'll just come out of that sleepy zone. Okay. And next we are going to learn addressing the needs of students. Okay, what can be their needs and how would you address them in the next